We're 30 days to finish on this project, and I'm proud of it. It's a green home, eco-friendly. It uses resources efficiently. It's healthy for the family who will live here and makes a much gentler impact on the land around it. It wasn't harder to build either, just different. And the build-out is manageable. Because from the very beginning, we started with elements and advice from the new NAHB National Green Building Program. No, it's not more code and more red tape. It's a voluntary program we just folded into our own business. It's also a nationally recognized way for us to rate this project based on the green features and energy savings our clients want. Some green techniques are ancient. Others are new and involve reinvented techniques and materials. But either way, we consider something a green way to build when it works with nature instead of fighting it. And going with the flow of nature is good business. My clients want it. It saves them on energy bills, water bills, and taxes. It saves them wear and tear on the home. And our local officials want it too. Labeling a house green is something that up until now has been very confusing and arbitrary. The NAHB National Green Building Program, or NAHB Green, makes it easier to get homes certified by using a point system. Builders can score their homes online to measure just how eco-friendly their homes are. This is how the program works. You set up an account on www.nahbgreen.org, an interactive website that's housed by the NAHB Research Center, and any builder can use it. The site is a roadmap and a library of environmental building techniques. You can work with the tried and true model green home building guidelines, or if you prefer to work with an ANSI standard, you have the option of the new consensus-based National Green Building Standard, the nation's first and only residential green building standard. Think of it this way. The program is the kitchen, and the standards and the guidelines are the recipes. You can follow the techniques in either system as much as you or your customer wants. For any home you're building, the sky is the limit. You'd be surprised how many elements you're using already that can be counted as eco-friendly, or can be turned green with a little modification. For instance, the scoring begins before the first shovel hits dirt, at site planning. The guidelines and standard describe ways to situate houses and subdivisions to make a gentler environmental impact. This kind of planning can cut down on stormwater runoff. It reverses what is called the heat island effect. It makes living in the houses cost less and work better. When you're on the interactive scoring tool, you'll plug in factors like how much of the natural job site is disturbed. You may find the points adding up for things you're doing anyway, like working with natural slopes and drainage. And you'll find other action you can get credit for, like protecting existing trees and replanting more of the disturbed land faster. These early decisions can save a lot of money in environmental damage control on the back end. Plug in the information about where the house is placed. Orient the house right, and it saves energy forever. Just the right positioning of the footprint and windows can set the stage for the cheapest kind of heating and cooling. It's called passive solar energy. NAHB Green is set up so that it's easy to link to information about materials and techniques to accomplish this. There is a chapter on how to create a lot less garbage when you are building the house. Resource efficiency is not just what materials you build with, it's what you do with the leftovers. The points here pile on for pretty simple choices in behavior, like separating the tons of construction waste. Start by setting up a bin system, and you can recycle up to 70% of your garbage. NAHB Green is a great resource for incorporating environmentally friendly materials. The points add up when you use materials with recycled content like cellulose insulation, recycled steel, or recycled plastic roof tiles. Green also means using less old-growth wood and more farmed material like bamboo, cork, and certain kinds of plywood. Laminated strand lumber is another great example of a material that can make your project more green. It is made with fast-growing trees, and the process uses 50% more of the tree. Since the boards are factory consistent, you don't have to overorder to factor in crooked boards. When it comes to power, less is more. Energy efficiency is one of the most important sections of NAHB Green. This section is written to be very flexible for builders and code officials. It doesn't dictate methods or mandate power targets. The points are based on a sliding scale, tracking the level of your energy efficiency above code minimum. The scoring system helps you easily determine that and make adjustments depending on your budget and your customer's needs. For instance, there are lots of ways to seal a home's envelope to keep the conditioned air from leaking out. Methods like structural insulated panels or insulated concrete form construction are described and rated, along with various techniques with house wrap and sealants. Remember, this program is about choice. You have great flexibility in the energy-saving methods and materials, from thermal pane windows to geothermal heating systems and solar panels. You don't have to build a zero-energy home to be green, but if you want to, there's lots of information on how to do it successfully. Water is becoming more and more precious as a natural resource. NAHB Green includes innovative options to help homeowners use a lot less water. Techniques like tankless hot water heaters, foot pedal sinks, rainwater collection, and more efficient garden bubblers are useful in all climates. There is advice on drought-resistant and native landscaping. More elaborate systems for reusing gray water and recycling the heat from water pipes are also included in the program, if you have clients interested in these bold ways to conserve water and energy. Homeowners expect green to mean clean when it comes to indoor air quality. The guidelines include ways and advice on how to prevent mold buildup, seal off carbon monoxide sources, and avoid materials that leach chemicals into the air. There's a whole section on how to scrub and rate the indoor air quality. And in the final section, the Green program encourages smart maintenance. It adds points when you educate the homeowner on how to keep their energy use down and their air quality up. For instance, the tight building envelope can create great energy efficiency, but it can also trap in moisture and pollution. Homeowners need to get used to doing some simple things to keep the fresh air moving. Clients want green features. They want their dream home to be affordable, but not wasteful or destructive to the environment. About half of NAHB members already incorporate some green practices into their projects, but builders want a way to offer this without the prospect of an even slower and more frustrating inspection process, the kind of process caused by expensive, rigid mandates. The NAHB National Green Building Program was developed in part to rip through that kind of red tape. It doesn't replace the building code. Instead, it offers tools, resources, and protocols so that every green feature you add will already be above code. This even allows certain builders in some communities to get fast-track permitting. There's another big advantage. NAHB Green is set up so your project can be certified by a third-party expert, so you and your buyer have documentation that the house is authentically green. You can rate it at different levels of participation. You and a local verifier turn in the paperwork to the NAHB Research Center for certification, and then you can market the home with a national green rating. Your customers will save a lot of money on energy and other utility costs, and they may be eligible for tax credits. Here's what a copy of the new National Green Building Standard looks like. You can get a hard copy or check it out online. The standard is accredited by ANSI, so this is a measurable standard written by builders, environmental experts, and code officials for builders. Or you can choose to certify your home through the NAHB Model Green Home Building Guidelines. If you or your clients need more information about a particular material or method, there's a resource guide linked online. As home builders, we're on the front lines of environmental stewardship. Every day, we see the natural world up close and personal. We don't want to waste energy or natural resources any more than our homeowners do. But we work in many different environments. We need something flexible in a market that encourages the greenest technology at the most affordable price. The NAHB National Green Building Program is a way to build the future, a way to get certified for it, and to build homes on schedule that sell. I'm optimistic. I think this one's going to sell quickly. What separates this home from the pack? It's energy efficient, healthy, and affordable. It's a home for the long haul. Thanks for letting me fill you in on the new NAHB National Green Building Program, a way to build a green home in any market. Take a tour of the Green Guidelines, the Green Standard, and the program to put it all together for your green project at www.nahbgreen.org.